All right. I think we're live. Let me check the volume just to be sure. Yeah, I almost forgot about the stream. Sorry, guys, about that. But usually I try to go live Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 8 p.m. Central Time. That last week and a half that has not worked out very well. So let's get going. I'm going to get started here in about 60 seconds. I'm going to share this to my group chat that I have on Telegram. And then we will get started here on YouTube. And then, of course, we'll be on TikTok as well. So give me a second to do all that fun stuff. If you guys want to see any coins, let me know in the chat. And Bitcoin is trying to hold 47K, so we'll see where that goes from here. Okay. I think we should be good to go. Okay. It's 8:30. We'll get started. If anyone wants to watch it, they can watch the replay. All right, Bitcoin on the 50-minute chart is saying we should be going up from here. The Gone fans are saying we're going up from here. Obviously, it could go lower, and then it would just correct the Gone fans. But overall, it's saying we are very oversold, and we need to go up at some point. So this would be a good time for us to start going up on Bitcoin. And, of course, 47K is super strong support. So I do think Bitcoin goes up from here. We might go a few $100 lower, but overall, I think overall on the bigger time scales, we should be going up at around 47K or just a few $100 lower. But I think overall, we're going up here. 1 hour chart is still a little bit bearish on the Gone fans. But on the smaller time frames, it's showing signs of a reversal. So I do think we're probably at the bottom right here. If you're buying Bitcoin right here, obviously have your stops in if you're trading, because we could go lower. And if we go lower than 47K, your next stop would be 42.5 or 43K. So be ready for that, but I don't think that happens. And if we go up from here, like I said, I still think within 6 days you see $50,000 again on Bitcoin. All right. Sorry, my alarms keep going off. Let's go over to farm, because if we break 255 on farm, let's go to the 1 hour chart, zoom out a little bit. I think I said the next support would be 225. And you kind of get that from right here, this green line, 231. And I also think if I did a fib on it, which I don't have my fibs on right now, but if I did a fib on it, I think that would have been a major fib level as support. So I think 225 is the next support if you break 250. So we'll see how that holds up. And then the one I care about a lot is ACH. I have some money in at 11 cents. It's actually a little bit lower than where that green line is, but I do have some money in around 11 cents because like a dollar cost average in. I don't know exactly what my price level was in because I got in at 2 different levels, but ACH right now is saying on the 15-minute chart you should be going up, and we had a crazy wick down all the way down to 9.81 cents on ACH, and now we're going back up. Hopefully 10 cents can hold, because if it doesn't, you should go down to 9.2, which I think is right here. I guess I have it at 9.6. I heard someone else say it was 9.2, but 9.6, 9.5, 9.6 would be the next fib on ACH if you break 10. So that's, I don't know, maybe a 5% drop. You really don't want to break 10 cents. And you're already down, I think, like 8% today. So hopefully we go up from here. We're at 10.2 now. We're trying to get some, so if nothing else, a relief rally right now on ACH. How's it going, Metro? So that's kind of what ACH is doing. We'll see if it goes up from here. I personally think we do. Yeah, that's kind of the Gone fans are saying we should go up. Let's check the 30-minute. 30-minute is still bearish, but the smaller time frames like the 10 and 15-minute chart are saying we should go up here on this. So we'll see what happens. And then I think Clover did something crazy today. It went all the way from $1.55, which was the support, all the way. It had a wick all the way up to $1.92, $1.93, and then now it's consolidating back down. I actually got out at $1.83, I think it was. Maybe it was $1.82, and maybe a little bit early, but I did get out. And of course, $2 is that major resistance, so you couldn't quite touch that before today. I know like a few days ago you touched it. Let me go to the 6 hour chart. Over here you touched it and you went up to like 205, I think it was, with the wick. Maybe it was 202. And today you got up to $1.92, $1.93 on Clover. So I do think you go down from here. Your next support is $1.65. If you break that, it's going to get very bearish for Clover. And I don't think we want that to happen. I don't see us breaking $1.60, $1.65, but we will see if that happens. And your moon line, if you stay above 180, you're very bullish. Actually, we're below $1.80 right now, so we'll see what happens with that. But if you go below $1.80 and then go back above it, if you break $1.80 again, that's going to be your, I guess, if you go back above $1.80, that's going to be when you go back to $2, I think, on Clover. So that's kind of the market. I see it. Yeah, how are you doing, Eric? CRO, yep, I guess we didn't do CRO. We can do CRO. CRO, 15-minute chart, bearish. Okay, let's go. I want to see this small time frames. Smaller time frames saying we could go up here on Clover if you use a God fans. Let's go to the 6-hour chart. We can kind of see our next support and resistance. We're at 15 cents. I know 20 cents is a major resistance. Even the bigger time frames are saying we're going down. Let's check out the daily chart. Daily chart, let's see what the daily chart's saying. Daily chart is, I think, daily chart is also saying you should be going down here. But smaller 5-10 minute charts on here say you could go up. Now, obviously, you have some resistance at 16.5 cents, which you touched over here. That's where you topped out. Wow, that resistance worked out beautifully. And now you're going down. So 16.5 cents is resistance. If you break that, you spike all the way up to 20 cents, or basically 20 cents, I think, on CRO. So right now it's pretty bearish. You could see 13.8, 14 cents as the next support. And UFO. I can't do UFO as well, but we can definitely look at it. How's it going? I'm just kind of chilling, kind of tired, so it's probably going to be a quick stream. But, all right, let's check out UFO. So, that's where I got in, that green line. So, I'm not up a lot right now, but that's where I got in. Your next support that I had drawn out was 265, and then, obviously, 200 if you go below that. And then, of course, you have some resistance up here with that wick at 765. If you don't want to use the wicks, then you could say 600 is going to be resistance, which I don't like to use the wicks. But let me make that a red line as resistance. Let's go to the smaller time frames to see if, yeah. So I would say maybe you could move that up a little bit, maybe to 650 as resistance. It just depends on what time frame you look at. And if you look at the 4-hour, then you could say 667. Maybe if you look at the 1 hour, maybe I should move that resistance up a little bit. I try to take the average of all the time frames without using the wicks when I draw resistance lines. So maybe it's closer to 700. Maybe would be around 700 where you have that resistance that you can't break on this. So basically, if you break 700, especially if you break 765, you moon to probably 800 or way higher. There are days that this thing goes up 20+%. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to go back to my daily chart so we can kind of see the bigger time frame outlook on UFO. I will say this: the RSI is extremely overbought. I'm assuming, maybe not. What is it at? The RSI is actually not overbought that much. It's at 67, so it's bought at 67. Overbought would be 72 and higher. And when we were at all-time highs, or recent all-time highs, I should say, the RSI was at, I think it peaked at 85. And obviously you needed a correction. Now you're going lower. But I know there's a lot of bullish news about UFO, so it should go higher, I think. I still think, obviously, if you go back to the daily chart, we're still in an uptrend. So I need to redo my uptrend line because I haven't really looked. I mean, I look at this chart, but I don't really update it much with the uptrend. So that's kind of your uptrend you're in. Now, is it sustainable long term? Probably not, but maybe it is sustainable for the rest of this bull run, right? So we'll see what happens. If you go any lower, you're going to break this uptrend line, and it's going to get pretty bearish, I think, on UFO. But overall, still in an uptrend and still looking bullish on UFO. All right. So that's kind of what I got today. We'll go back to Bitcoin really quick. Bitcoin is at 46,935. I've been telling you guys for the last few days. I'm sorry, that's annoying as hell. I'm sorry. I've been saying for the last few days, I don't think Bitcoin really closes a daily candle below 47K, and I still believe that. I still think within 6 to 7 days, you see 50 to 51K on Bitcoin, and I'm still holding that truth. But if you do break 47K and we go lower, your next support would be 42.5 to 43K, and obviously all the altcoins and everything would bleed. UFO would probably break its uptrend, and it would just be really bearish for the market. So I personally don't see the market makers letting us fall much below 47K. But we'll see what happens. This is the second time in a week you've tested this level. Last time you bounced up and you went up to close to 50K, and we'll see what happens here. Let's go to the daily chart on Bitcoin. So just a few days ago, you tested this line. You went down to 46.4 basically. You went all the way up to 49, almost 50K, and now you're going back down. Hopefully, if nothing else, if we do break 47K, which we kind of have already, we don't go below this level of 47.3, because that would be a lower low, and that'd be pretty bearish on the market. So we'll see what happens. Because I think if you break 46.3, you're going down to 42.5 or 43K, because that'd be a lower low, and that would be very bearish. But technically, if you get a double bottom here at 46.3, that'd be bullish in my opinion, as long as you can break back above 47K. So I think overall we don't break 47K, but we will see what happens in the coming hours. So those are the kind of the scenarios I'm looking for Bitcoin. Yeah, so that's all I got. I'll see you guys Wednesday at 8 p.m. Central Time. Hopefully, if all goes well. Otherwise, trade safe, and I'll see you guys later.